Good evening, Vana, Tom. I'd just like to welcome you to our session centered around the project that you have been currently working on. I have a couple of questions to ask you.
Yes.
If I can start with this first one, if you could identify and describe one issue that arose during the project and the particular challenges that you faced as a project manager. Thank you.
Oh, good evening, and thank you very much. Yes, one issue that comes to my mind was that the project procurement and contracts team leader was not performing his duties effectively and was found to be incompetent. He was not attending some of the project steering committee meetings, not replying to emails efficiently, as well as not giving us the reports that were required from him on time. So this did challenge me as the project manager. I had a difficulty in working with him, and this also gave me the challenge of how I was going to pull the project steering committee together so that we remain as a cohesive team. And I was concerned about this issue affecting us delivering the main deliverables of the project. I was spending considerable time thinking how we could resolve this issue. So that's how I was affected by this matter.
Thank you very much, Vana. I'll just move on to the next question. What impact did this create on the project?
Yes, the procurement and contracts team leader is a very instrumental and key member of the project steering committee as well the entire project, because the major deliverables of this project depended on his leader, were managed by him. These were the customs agent responsible for imports and customs clearance, the contractors for display shelves, procurement and installation, as well as the contractor for delivery of the PAFDs to the retail outlets. These were key deliverables and they were under his leadership. So him being ineffective, there were a few things that were at risk. One was project the contracts quality of the suppliers, performance quality, because they were being undermanaged, and there was a high chance that whether they met requirements or not could not be guaranteed. And two, it affected us monitoring our procurement, so that we run the risk of running behind schedule because there wasn't much pressure on the suppliers and contractors to keep to the schedule as a result. So, and overall, the project would have run the risk of being behind schedule and additional costs being incurred as a result if this case was not managed correctly and efficiently.
Thank you, Vana. The next question is if you could provide a detailed description of the continuous improvement processes that you implemented to identify the issue, how you generated a solution, and addressed the problem.
Thank you. Two ways this issue was discovered. One was through our observation of myself and the project steering committee. We observed how he was not being part of us, and yes, as I said earlier, in the not attending meetings and all that. The second was through the HR team's performance assessment and appraisals that was being conducted monthly according to the project HR plan, which found out that while the content manager was qualified and had experience, he had attitude problem where he was been ignorant and not been doing his due diligence with regards to his roles and responsibilities. Yeah, so how we resolve this matter is I, as the project manager, had to summon the uh, proclamation contract team leader to a face-to-face meeting where we discussed the issue and try to come up with ways to solve the matter. After the meeting, I consulted with the project sponsor and we agreed that we will give the team leader 1 month to improve. And during this 1 month, if he did not improve, then we would sort a replacement for him. We also allowed him to be enrolled in an online course on leadership and management to see if this would help him to improve.
Thank you very much, Vana. My next question is explain why you think the issue could have occurred and what could have been done differently.
Right, thank you. Two things. We didn't have HR records that we would refer to help us in properly assessing the team leader before we engage him. Second, we didn't have an effective HR team that would do the due diligence to assess and his competency and his capabilities and qualities before we got him involved. So those were two issues that contributed to this, apart from the other things, of course. And from this experience, we have determined that we should instigate across the Tsunami group of companies a system to properly access all the line managers and keep these records and make them accessible. So in future projects, this kind they can be easily accessed and referred to in selecting the team leaders, so that such incidences are avoided in future projects.
Thank you very much, Vana, for your time. It's very impressive responses to the questions regarding this project that you've been working on. So thank you, and may you have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much.